If you want to become fluent in English, you have to start thinking in English. As simple as that. Do you know why? Suppose you take time to think and then talk. How you will be able to speak fast, right? So you have to improve your English thinking skill. Then only you will be able to become fluent in English. So my dear friends, I have come up with a wonderful lesson today. In today's video, I will share with you 5 simple technique which will help you to improve your English thinking skill. You will be able to think in English in a very easy way and you will become fluent in English. Done? Great. So let me tell you a small story before we start. Recently, I visited Isha Foundation. Well, there I met a small girl. She was singing an English song. So I thought, let me talk to her in English. I went to her. I asked her, what is your name? She said something, right? Can you tell me what she said? What's her name? I will wait for your comment. Done? Great. So once she said what's her name, then I asked her again, where are you from? Well, her face became red. She got nervous. So I thought, let me leave. So I left. I'm sure you also face this type of situation. Many a times you come across situation when people talk to you in English, or you want to talk to someone in English, but you get scared. You feel your hand is shivering, sweat's coming out, right? This is only because lack of confidence, only because you are not fluent in English. Don't worry, just follow these 5 techniques. So let's understand how to overcome this problem, how to start thinking in English. How we started learning our mother tongue. How? Simple, right? When our parents, our family members, neighbors, they started talking to us. When we were small, we used to observe them, how they talk. We used to watch them. We used to listen to them. And gradually, we learned our mother tongue. Did anyone came to your house to teach you your mother tongue? Or did you took some coaching class? No, it happened of its own. More of by listening. So listening plays a very big role in learning any language. You want to learn Russian, you want to learn Japanese, English, anything. Listening plays a very big role. So now, let me take you to the first technique, which will help you to start thinking in English. Yes, the first technique is that you need to talk to yourself. Maybe I have told you this many a times, but today I'm going to tell you something different. Why I tell you to talk to yourself is because this will help you to build your confidence. You know very well that when you talk to someone, you get confused. Your mind stops working. You are unable to concentrate on your words. So, when you are alone, when you are in a calm place, when you are in a silent place, do this practice. So what you can do of your own, ask yourself some question and answer to that. Yes, you need to ask a question to yourself and you have to answer. How? Let me give you an example. Suppose tomorrow is a holiday. What will I do? This is the question you think in your mind. Now you have to say. So if you ask me, I will reply in this way. See, you have to be slow. And you have to speak slowly, clearly, with simple words and sentences. So the answer can be, if tomorrow I get a holiday, the first thing I will do is that I will sleep for an extra 1 more hour. I wake up by 6 o'clock, but tomorrow I will wake up by 7 o'clock. Next, I had a plan to visit my cousin's house. So if tomorrow I get a holiday, I will surely visit them. And yes, I want to play cricket since long time. So tomorrow, when I go to my cousin's house, I will make sure that I play cricket for at least 30 minutes. So think how you can answer to these questions and try to answer by yourself. Don't be confused, don't be scared, because there is no one to judge you. You will be alone. Alright? So this is how you have to practice. Let's take one more question. Why am I learning English? This is the question. So you can think first. Then you can deliver your speech. I always wanted to learn English because I want to become a public speaker. Whenever I go in front of others, I want to express my thoughts and ideas in English so that people start liking me. Got it, my dear friends? So this is how you can take up a question, think for a while, and answer to that. This will help you to start thinking in English. Let's move on to the second technique. Secondly, speak out loud. Yes, this is important because, as I told you, in order to improve your language, you need to listen. So when can you listen? When you speak out loud, right? When I say speak out loud, it doesn't mean, hey, how are you? What is your name? No! Sit straight, shoulders back, have a smile in your face, and speak. What you will speak? Anything. Just see all around what you can find. In my room, I can find a guitar just next to me. There are some books. I also have my school bag. In my school bag, I have my diary, my attendance register. I have a poster hanging on my wall of Buddha. So this is how, sit down and just observe what you can see. So it is not necessary that you will be doing in your room. If you find yourself alone in a park or you're going somewhere where you don't have anyone around you, you can try this. Remember, speaking out loud is a very great exercise. With this, you can develop your English speaking skill also. Because when you talk, your mouth is doing the work. Your mouth is speaking English. So along with the thinking skill, you are developing your fluency. Great. Let's move on to technique number 3. This is fun. This will take away stress from your head. If you are stressed up, you can try this technique. How to do this? It's very easy. First, let me tell you the rules, okay? In this technique, you should have a picture. Once you have a picture, for 1 minute, you just observe the picture, what all things you can see in the picture. Then, form one word, what all things you can find. Once that's done, then try to form small sentences. That's all. This is a great way to improve your English thinking skill. Let me share an example with you. You can see this picture, right? In this picture, what all things you can see? Think first. Observe the picture. Then, what you will say? Clock, teacher, stick, students, window, green board, chairs, tables, books. Done? Next step, what you have to do? You have to form sentences now. I can see a teacher. She has a stick in her hand. A clock is hanging on the wall. The window is closed. I can see some students. I can see their books. This is how Form small sentences and try to express what is there in the picture. Done? Let's play this game one more time with a different picture. This picture. First, what we will do? We will observe the picture. What all things are there. Done? Once you observe that, once you get the information, try expressing in one word. Soldiers, gun, tank, trees, greeneries, forest. Done. Now, once you get the words, now try to form sentences. What can we say? Let's try it out. There are two soldiers. I can see guns in their hand. There is a tank and some trees are there in the background. It's like a forest. Got it? You got the idea, right, my dear friends? If you have got the idea, I'm giving you one task. You can see this picture? Now observe the picture and comment me with what all things you can see in one words. Done? So your homework is just observe the picture and tell me what all things you can find in the picture. I will wait for your comments. Let's move on to technique number 4. Make stories with a single word. Well, this is also very interesting. At the beginning, whenever you try to talk, remember this. You will find challenging. You will feel that words are not coming out from your mouth. You are unable to express your thoughts. But don't worry. Don't give up. Okay? Don't give up. Try to express in whichever way you can. You make mistake, that's okay. No problem. Remember, when we learn something, mistakes will happen. Only when we only when we make mistake, we learn from that. Done. So in this technique, what we are doing is we will take a word and we will try to make stories out of that. For example, let's take the word butterfly. Now think for some time and try to make a story out of that. Okay? Remember, small sentences. I like butterflies. Butterflies are of different color. Near my house, there is a park. And in that park, there are many butterflies. I love watching those butterflies. I remember once it was raining and I went to that park to see if the butterflies are there or not. Well, I was sad. I cannot find even a single butterfly there. So, make a story out of that. So this is another way to improve your English thinking skill. This will also help you to form sentences. Let's move on to the final technique. Yes, what you saw is correct. Many a time what happens is that whenever we are confused, we try to go back to the application, the app. We open up the app and try to see what word is that? How we can match and form the sentences. That is not the correct way, my dear friend. Suppose you are out and you are unable to find the correct word for the sentences. Keep thinking for some time. You will find an alternate word. You may not find that exact word, but you can find some other word similar to that, with similar meaning. Many a times, you can observe, like children, especially, what they do. When they start learning English, if they want to express something, they will talk in a broken language. Okay? If they cannot find one word, they will think, I will do this, and they will form sentences. So this is a great way which helps you to start thinking in English. Don't depend on the apps. Just depend on your mind more. So my dear friends, these are the 5 techniques I wanted to share with you. So my dear friends, let me know which technique works for you, which technique you like the most. I will wait for your comment and I will see you again in the next video. Thank you so much.